Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Court Jai-Alai. Tonight's game day features the Renegades and the Devils. And two teams on opposite sides of the standings through the first couple game days of the fall 2024 season. I am Andrew Bleckman here, joined alongside Stu Nyman to bring you this matchup between the Renegades and the Devils.
How are you doing, Stu? Good afternoon, Andrew. I am well. Saw these Renegades play beautifully on Friday evening. Looking forward to another great afternoon of highlight here in the Magic City.
Yeah, did they ever, Stu? Losing just 2 matches on Friday night. Big 5.5-point day for the Renegades, and you see them up at the top of our standings. And pretty close, though. You look at those top 5 teams vying for just 4 spots, and top 4 finishers will advance into the playoffs in this fall 24 season. You see the Devils now on the outside and the Renegades up at the top, where we become accustomed to seeing that team. Let's get ready here. Introduction of our first match, second division singles. Boy, this is a classic Battle Court matchup, Stu. Jairo and Aratz in the second division. Aratz 0-1 this year. Jairo undefeated at 1-0.
Ladies and gentlemen, ready to begin our first match. Aratz will have the serve for the Renegades. Aratz serves, we begin. Backhand by Jairo, hard to the inside. Aratz committing to the backcourt to make that catch. Backhand by Jairo. Rebote forehand by Jairo. Aratz is on the catch, winds up. Costado 2-all will score. The first shot thrown, scoring for Aratz. Aratz and the Renegades first up on the board.
Well, Pat just lowered this past week, and Aratz in practices was really taking advantage early on. I mean, he threw what seemed like, a Costado almost every point, and that's really not his game. More of a defensive-minded player. If he can open that up and get Jairo guessing, could have some success in this matchup.
Here's a backhand by Jairo. No, another one powerfully thrown off the left side. Rebote forehand by Aratz. Jairo low and hard to the inside. Aratz is there. Rebote left side. Aratz, Costado 2-all is opening and scoring. 2 points for Aratz off 2 shots. Reminder of the scoring here in Battle Court, ladies and gentlemen. First player to reach 6 points wins the set. First player to win 2 sets wins the match.
This is back here at the 9 line, which is not a sight you often see from Aratz. That's just a factor of having a little more confidence because he knows he has a couple extra inches with that pad lower.
That's a forehand rebote save by Aratz. Just off the tip. Jairo's on the board with a point.
Yeah, able to pass and off the back wall. That was cutting right on the sidewall there at the 10 line. Makes for a difficult rebote. Aratz couldn't get the cesta in there and continue the rally.
See Aratz there. Never looks particularly excitable. Not a player who gets very fired up. But, man, can he catch.
Absolutely.
In these shots. Save it for the play.
Yeah, and I've been interested to see how Jairo's going to come out, too, because this is a player in Jairo who doesn't throw really any Costados at all. See how he does here in his first singles try.
Rebote forehand, caught by Aratz. Aratz winds up, sends this one inside. Scoop attempt is tipped by Jairo. That's 3 points for Aratz. He serves. Again, neither one of these players particularly flashy. Both will out-catch you to death. Here's a backhand by Jairo.
Tough catch.
That ball hit the overhead screen, which is out of play. 2 points for Jairo and the Devils. Jairo serves.
Yeah, Aratz ranging back behind him, just probably didn't have full control of that ball, sending the backhand way up higher than we usually see him throw it.
Here's a backhand by Aratz. Robote, forehand. Aratz is there. Here's Jairo on the backhand from the 7 line. Robote forehand by Jairo. Scoop by Aratz. The 2-wall.
Wow.
Kill shot will score. Beautifully executed by Aratz. He has 4 points and the serve.
They've thrown it with a ton of confidence again. I mean, look at this. Off the scoop. Beautiful catch. And then the 2-wall again. Jairo hesitates. Gets the sidewall first. The way that Aratz throws it, too, he generates maybe a little more spin than most because that ball's really opening up off the front wall.
Absolutely. Throws it really well. Jairo just wasn't sure if he was going back to the inside.
And 3 of the 4 points in this set coming from the Costado 2-wall of Aratz.
Robote forehand to the inside. Jairo takes it on the bounce. Robote forehand again. Catch by Aratz. He faked the 2-wall, dropped it inside. Jairo reads it, stops it, returns it. Jairo on the catch, this time from the forehand. Drop shot will score. That's 3 points for Jairo and the Devils. He has the serve. First to 6 points will win the set.
Yeah, smart shot there by Jairo. Aratz likes to keep the ball in front of him, catch it in the air at all costs. So you see his first instinct is to back up. What does Jairo do? Drop it up there in the front wall. Get that drop shot to score.
And back up, he probably should in most cases because Jairo's got one of the most powerful forehands on in all of Battle Court.
And if Jairo's going to kill the point, it's going to come mostly from that right side. So that's a good example there. The drop shots, outside placements. And again, even with this lower pad, still haven't seen him go to the Costado, but it's hard to change up your style of play after playing the same way for, what, 20 plus years in this sport.
Robote, that rebound off the back wall comes to the forehand of Jairo. Robote left side. Mm. 4-4 is the score. Jairo serves.
Again, just a powerful forehand. Look at the placement of this. When it opens up, right on the side wall there. Perfectly done.
Very well done. The backhand by Aratz. Robote forehand by Jairo. 2-pass cut off by Aratz. What a catch by Jairo, maneuvering around Aratz to catch on the left side. Robote forehand. Costado 2-all beautifully executed by Aratz to score. My, oh my. Possible set point for Aratz.
Well, you never want to turn your back to your opponent as they're winding up the Costado. I mean, Jairo was expecting this ball to come back inside. Look at that route going around Aratz. He's not looking where that ball goes. It's sidewall first, and at that point, there's no chance to defend it on the outside.
Here's the backhand by Jairo. Jairo again, wall to wall from the left side. 2-all. Wow. Stopped by Jairo. Jairo hard to the inside. This is going to be tough to get, and it will score. Ladies and gentlemen, the score is 5-5. This is set point.
Just tremendous defense by Jairo, just getting there before it's into the net, killing it on the forehand return. Take a look here.
Aratz has thrown one good shot after the next. This one just within the reach of Jairo. Jairo throwing it exactly where Aratz is going to have a very difficult time returning it there to the inside.
Really good concentration, too, navigating around the net, then avoiding the net on the throw, putting it perfectly inside. The second division, I mean, historically has brought some competitive matches going all the way to decisive 11th point, and here we are again in set one. Jairo serving. Here's the backhand by Aratz.
Robote by Jairo stays inside. Aratz is there. Fine catch. And the backhand follows. Robote forehand. Sent deep. Aratz on the Robote. Keeps it inside. Jairo's there. Backhand from the 8 line. Wall to wall and out to the Robote. Aratz shoots another one. Jairo stops this one. Powerful, powerful forehand coming in low. Aratz makes the save on the Robote. Jairo again, low and hard. Aratz with a tremendous catch at the 11 line. Robote forehand.
Tough
Scoop by Jairo. He goes deep from the forehand. Robote forehand, wall to wall by Jairo. Aratz inside, good catch by Jairo. Scoop attempt is tipped. Such a hard-fought set goes to Aratz and the Renegades, winning at 6-5. 2 minutes go on the board. We'll come back out and play our next set. Tough set, huh?
Yeah, I mean, maybe overly aggressive play by Jairo there at the end, just staying up there in the front, cutting ball after ball off up there, and Aratz got him on that high bouncer. I mean, it's really a weapon here. If your opponent's up there in the front court, throw it high off the front wall, make that scoop a little bit more difficult. That high scoop coming to the right side of the player. Very difficult to line that one up. Take another look here at some replays. Set 1.
Beautiful 2-wall to start things off there by Aratz. Again, making use of his costado. That's the shoulder level throw. That was earlier on. Made a beautiful catch.
This one was gorgeous.
The scoop and 2-wall is just a beautiful combination as far as watching play in highlight. That one just very well done. Jairo with all that power. Aratz sets up to make a beautiful catch, but you're absolutely right. He turned his, Jairo gave him his back, and literally when Aratz is turned around, if he's using the back wall, you could see his reflection in the back wall. Not all the players use it, but some do. Look at this Robote save.
Amazing. I mean, this is the last point here. Digs it out. Jairo again, another opportunity on the forehand. Aratz scooped the next one up. And in the end, Aratz got that decisive 11 point. 6-5, he takes the opening set.
Once again, a reminder of the scoring here in Battle Court, ladies and gentlemen. First player to reach 6 points will win the set. First player to win 2 sets will win the match. You see Aratz there already back out on the court after the break. Jairo, let's see. Jairo is 20 years older than Aratz, thereabouts.
I was going to say that's pretty, yeah.
Yeah, I believe he is.
Call it around 20, yeah.
Yeah, I believe that Jairo is 42. I believe he's 42. Yeah, so maybe just
Aratz a little bit, yeah, a little bit less than 20, but still.
Wow.
Advantage with the experience there for Jairo, and again, paying off. Doesn't throw many costados, and again, just keeping his game plan pretty simple and showing you that it's still effective.
A lot like the announcer's booth. I'm going to stay in this seat as long as I possibly can. I, of course, have a few years on Andrew.
Got the second set, Stu, coming up. Jairo will have the serve.
Ready to begin our second set. Jairo will have the serve for the Devils.
Jairo responsible for all but 1.5 points earned by the Devils this season. The only win that didn't involve Jairo came CRB and Kubala. Again, he's got to deliver here for his Devils in singles. He's been a big part of the reason why they made the playoffs last year. Second set, see what Jairo can do.
Aratz down low, backhand to the inside. Robote, that rebound off the back wall, played from the forehand of Aratz. Robote left side, it's a 2-all. It opens up. Jairo reads it and stops it. Drop shot to the inside. That will score. Beautifully thrown by Jairo. Jairo and the Devils on the board first here in this second set of our first match. Jairo has the serve.
In that shot, I think you're going to see a lot more of now that this pad's a little bit lower. You're used to guys blasting it back to the inside, which gives your opponent a chance, whether front ways scooping it or off the Robote.
Now take some off of it. Absolutely.
Again, when Aratz, made the Robote, made a nice scoop in the previous set. He's not going back to it here. Goes with the drop shot, getting it on the board first. Well done.
Here's the backhand by Aratz. Powerfully thrown. That clears the overhead screen. 2-all. Stopped by Jairo. Jairo powerfully from the forehand, home to score. Jairo and the Devils have 2 points and the serve. That's the type of power that we're talking about from Jairo. Seemed a little conservative with it in the first set. See a fine?
Yeah.
Fine throw here just doesn't open up. In other words, cut to the outside quite as much
Just trying
as
to
Aratz's previous ones. But Jairo's, that's where he's at his most deadly with that forehand.
And Aratz a little bit further off the sidewall that time because he knows that Jairo's going to mix it up, might drop it in there. And each shot here in Jai-Alai is so important. You never know what's coming there from Jairo. Well done. 2-0 now in the second set.
Here's a backhand by Aratz. Aratz moves up, has it at the 5-line. Drop shot will score. Well thrown. Aratz is on the board with a point, and he serves.
You have to get a good read to get up there before the second bounce, and you also have to control it when you do make your way up there. And those are two separate processes and not easy to get done. Look at Aratz here. Saw Jairo throw it. He gets a drop shot, the second bounce just before the 3-line too. Well thrown there.
Excellent serve by Aratz will score. That ball came into the service box with a big bounce, crossed the side wall right where Jairo was standing. Picture perfect serve for Aratz.
Yeah, that was back near the 12 line. You don't see many serves crossing up that high.
Backhand by Jairo. Robote forehand by Aratz. Here's Jairo from the 7-line. Outside placement, read by Aratz. Aratz returns it to the inside. Jairo sets, backhand from the 10-line. Robote forehand to the inside. Aratz takes it in the air. Backhand. The ball lands out. 3 points for Jairo. He has the serve. Usually it's recommended that highlight players, if they even have a question as to whether or not that ball is going to land in, catch it. Because you never want to be able to catch a ball and then watch it drop in and then have to come up with some type of scoop. In that case, Jairo was pretty sure that that ball was going out and was actually out by about 2 feet.
Yeah,
so.
that was a last-second change. I mean, he had that lined up.
Absolutely.
Good recognition there by Jairo. A lot going on. You got to know where you're standing. Just Aratz did. Just push that one a little bit wide.
Powerful backhand by Aratz. Jairo on the rebote that clipped the sidewall. Aratz makes the catch. Low and inside. Jairo gets in there. That's a great grab at the 9-line. Sends it deep. Rebote coming all the way to the 5-line. Here's the catch by Jairo. Outside placement. Aratz is going to go for it on the rebote. Phenomenal decision by Aratz. Here's the backhand. That ball was never steadied in his cesta. Tremendous play by Aratz. 3 points. We're all tied up. I mean, situational awareness and positioning, stellar by Aratz. No question about that. He got back into position, understood that he couldn't take it coming at him, but knew that he might have a play on the rebote, turned around, threw the rebound off the back wall. Beautifully done. Excellent catch by Jairo. Big backhand follows. In and out of the cesta the ball goes. That's 4 points for Jairo. Jairo has the serve.
Yeah, Jairo's throwing the ball so hard that it's changing direction in the air. And when you leap, I mean, that basket's probably in a different place than you think up there. Aratz, that one just popping out, giving Jairo a 4-3 lead. We say it day in and day out, but got to stay on your feet at all costs here in Jai-Alai. Another good example there.
Here's a backhand by Aratz. Robote coming out. Robote forehand is missed at the side wall. Tough play. 5 points for Jairo. Possible set point.
Yeah, that ball had a big bounce and it crossed the sidewall late. And when you get that late contact, the rebote percentage, even just continuing the rally, is not very high. So hard to line it up as it catches the last surface late. It'll be a big start here for the Devils if Jairo can come back and get this, forcing a third set.
Here's the backhand by Aratz. Aratz from the 9 line to the inside. Rebote. Rebote forehand by Jairo. Rebote 2-all, scooped up by Jairo. Jairo from the Costado powerfully caught by Aratz. To the inside, Aratz goes where it scores. Aratz has 4 points for the Renegades. Jairo has 5 for the Devils. Still possible set point for Jairo.
Yeah, another golden opportunity, and Jairo just can't convert. Aratz has been reading the ball beautifully, makes another catch in the middle of the court, and that Costado keeping it to the inside to score.
Yeah, once you get Jairo backpedaling, he doesn't have those same offensive weapons. Here's the backhand by Jairo, caught in the air by Aratz. Aratz powerfully to the back wall. Rebote, that rebound comes out. Fired from the forehand of Jairo to pass. Rebote forehand. Jairo takes this on the bounce.
Oh,
that one is hooked. That is point and set for Jairo. Jairo will take the second set, so we have split sets. 2 minutes go up on the board. We'll come back out and play our third and decisive set.
Yeah, first match of the day, going to a third set. You're going to see a lot of Jairo and Aratz today. Both players actually coming out next. We have Goenaga and Aratz against Jairo and Kubala, third division doubles. And Aratz playing with Gosheri later and Jairo with Urbieta. So 3 matches in a full day for both of these players getting started here in singles. Look at this one by Jairo. Cuts off the swing, soft touch just above the pad. Two-all there. Jairo, plenty of time. Look at this, keeps it low and hard. Just out of reach there, beating Aratz to the inside.
Here we are in the ESPN3 DraftKings players cage. See Jairo there on the bench. Alex standing on the left. Urbieta on our right. Jairo, looks like Jairo's still got a good tie on that cesta.
Well, he's not one to take his hand out of that basket when he's got a good tie.
No. You see some players that really tighten the cesta, or like to tighten it after every point. Like you take Gosheri, for instance. He's always loosening and tightening. Jairo and Julian, specifically Julian, of course, playing for the Warriors. Players who choose not to if they get their hand in there really good.
Well, again, the Costado not as effective for Aratz in set number 2. A big reason why Jairo was able to come back and win it 6-4.
You see Aratz there already tying into his cesta. He will have the serve here with about 20 seconds to go. You're watching Battle Court live from the Magic City Fronton in Miami, Florida. Currently playing our first of 6 scheduled matches on the game day. Going into our third and final set, third and decisive set of our first match. We're ready to begin our third and final set. Aratz has the serve for the Renegades. Aratz serves, we begin. There's a backhand by Jairo. Rebote, that rebound off the back wall comes out. This one caught by Jairo. Rebote saved by Aratz. That came up quick. Juggling is the call. Ball was never settled in Jairo's cesta. First point goes to Aratz.
Yeah, an awkward catch and a couple changes of motion there, trying to secure that ball in the basket.
When that ball comes into the cesta, it has to be stopped by the player. Now it's going to roll. It can roll. Just can't lose contact with the inside surface of the cesta. That's juggling. Jairo on the catch. Here's the backhand. on the side wall. Aratz makes the save. Jairo's there from the 9 line. Rebote save. Great effort by Aratz. Jairo backs up from the 9 line. Again to pass. Jairo takes it on the bounce. Difficult catch at the 7. Rebote forehand laid up. Jairo makes the catch. Hard to the inside. Aratz has a play and makes a phenomenal save on the rebote.
Oh, that's elevated.
Drop shot, but a little high. Aratz gets there. The 2-all will score for Aratz. 2 points for Aratz, and he has the serve. Yeah, that's just a question of Jairo really not knowing what to do with Aratz, trying to change things up there with a kind of drop shot.
I mean, this is a tremendous save. That
Beautiful
ball
save.
practically on the floor when Aratz digs it out. I mean, again, if your opponent's on the ground deep in the backcourt, the drop shot's not a bad throw, but
a
that
drop
was
shot
just
that's still in
not
the
well
air.
executed.
No, that's still in the air at the 5 line. That's not a drop shot.
Again, he had the opportunity. There's been a couple times on the forehand up in the front court where Jairo's golden opportunities has yet to kill it. I mean, the last point of the first set, and this match could already be over, and Aratz with a 2-0 lead in set 3.
Here's a backhand by Jairo. Powerful forehand by Jairo. Rebote coming out. Rebote 2-all. Again by Aratz. Stopped by Jairo. Jairo throws it hard. What a scoop and return by Aratz. Jairo's there. Backhand from the 8. Wall to wall. Rebote coming out. 2-all. Will score on 2 bounces. 3 points for Aratz. Aratz has the serve for the Renegades. We are in the 3rd and final set. First to 6 points will win the match.
And the key there, the soft touch. I mean, a couple of these 2-walls off the rebote, Aratz has thrown it with just enough power that Jairo was able to track it down 6 or 7 line extended on the outside. That one was dead by the 4 line.
Backhand by Jairo, powerfully thrown. Rebote, that rebound off the back wall, played by Aratz. Jairo takes it on the bounce. Powerful throw, passing. That one coming up quick and scoring. No shutout here in the 3rd and final set. Aratz with 3, Jairo with 1. Jairo takes over the serve.
Yeah, Jairo's been throwing the ball at a different type of pace in this 3rd set, just ripping these forehands into the corner. Finally able to get one kick up over Aratz.
Yeah, and Aratz was committed pretty far back at that point.
And Aratz's rebote, I mean, hasn't been all too powerful, but he's done a pretty good job of keeping it, just giving himself a chance, keeping the rally going, and then executing later on in the point. First one for Jairo in the 3rd set, finally on the board. See what he can do.
Backhand by Aratz, powerfully thrown. Rebote kicks all the way out to the 6 line. Turned on the forehand powerfully by Jairo. Jairo, forehand rebote, played to pass. Rebote coming in low. Aratz makes a beautiful save. Here's Jairo. Aratz is up. Low hard throw, will score. 2 points for Jairo. Aratz has 3. Jairo has the serve. Not one that you see Aratz missing very frequently, but Jairo seemed to take into consideration that he was getting up. Here's a backhand by Aratz. Powerful forehand by Jairo at the side wall. Aratz makes the save, makes the catch on the bounce, the 8 line. Low and hard, and Aratz is there. Jairo making a great save. That ball died coming off the back wall. 4 points for Aratz and the Renegades. He serves.
Well, Jairo's been putting so much pressure on Aratz that he really hasn't been able to pass. Finally getting one there and just dying off the back wall.
Here's a backhand by Jairo. Rebote. Rebote forehand.
That's a good one.
That will score at the side wall. Beautifully thrown by Aratz. He has 5 points, possible match point.
I mean, that is just about perfect. I mean, off the back wall, crossing that low. I mean, Jairo already on a knee trying to line it up and was on the floor as he tried to make that save. And Aratz is really kind of two different strategies. The first set, he won it with the costado. Third set here, it's been good, consistent play. Catch one more ball than his opponent. Hasn't gone to it yet, hasn't needed to.
Excellent serve by Aratz. Nice return. Aratz commits to the backcourt to take the ball in the air. Big backhand. Robote coming out. Aratz has the catch on the forehand. Hard to the inside. Jairo's there. Backhand. Powerfully thrown. Wall to wall. Aratz on the run. Throws it back to the inside. Jairo on the run. Going for the save. Tremendous effort that will fall just short. Point set and a hard-fought match to Aratz of the Renegades, taking it in the third set, 6-2.
Also, the Renegades get on the board first. A big Monday game day here, adding to their lead at the top of the standings, courtesy of Aratz, winning it in 3 sets, 6-2, the third one. And first singles win of the year for Aratz, defeating Jairo. It took us a decisive third set to get the result. Now the Renegades 3 points ahead of the Chargers. Coming into today, all 6 teams had played 3 game days. So Renegades coming in with 16 points. All the other teams at their totals for the year. Get a good look at the playoff picture right now. Here are it's a winner. That's Aratz. First match of the day.
All right, Aratz, congratulations on winning that match. Today on this game that you have 3 full matches. How do you prepare for such an intense game day?
Yeah, I prepare doing work. I stay healthy, but I'm tired, so now I have to play too much more. Let me see if we can win, or we are going to fight a lot to win. So happy for win the single, and now we have to take the double. So let me see.
Well, Aratz, let's see what happens on this next match where you also will be playing. We'll give you a chance to catch your breath before getting back out there. Thank you.
Thank you.